What's going on, guys? It's Player here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about some really cool bits of information about possibly the next Call of Duty game, which will be released in November this year, 2014. And now this isn't exactly breaking news with like huge confirmed info or leaks. Obviously, no one has mentioned a word about the next game because it's still being made, and Ghost hasn't even had its first DLC out yet at the time of making this video. But we'll be talking about some really interesting hints and things that I've picked up on recently, which suggest some really cool things about the next Call of Duty game. So Treyarch yesterday tweeted out and made a Facebook post about Dwight Eisenhower's farewell speech and how yesterday was its 53rd anniversary. Now this to me suggests either Black Ops 3 or World at War 2, sequels to Treyarch Call of Duty games that could possibly be in the works. And leave a comment letting me know which of those titles you would like to see. I know a lot of people would say World at War was their favourite game, and a lot of people really like the Black Ops series. So let me know which is your favourite and which would you rather see, World at War 2 or Black Ops 3. Now the reason I bring up those two potential titles is because Dwight Eisenhower, who's the President of the United States, if you didn't know, from I believe 1953 to 1961 if I remember correctly, and so he was actually the president during those times, and that's actually the time just before Black Ops 1 was set. So perhaps this is hinting at Black Ops 3. That will be kind of like an Origins game, maybe Black Ops 3 Origins, which features the events leading up to the first Black Ops game, kind of like a prologue to it. And maybe it won't be called Black Ops 3, maybe it'll call Black Ops Origins or something along those lines. And but that's a possibility. Another one could be that it's World at War 2, and because again the time frame is very close to World War 2 after it finished, and maybe it's set between the COD 5 World at War game and the COD 7 Black Ops 1 game, because we know that there's a slight link between those two games. Obviously they're Treyarch made games, so the story has some kind of links, because Dmitry and Reznov from COD 5 are in Black Ops as well. So where perhaps in a game like World at War 2 or whatever it would be called, you follow Dmitry and Reznov and what they did after World War 2 finished and after they finished the war. So the reason I think there's a meaning behind Treyarch tweeting out this is because it seems very too specific to be just a random kind of tweet just talking about some part of history. They say that they're just highlighting books to read that are really interesting and just bring up random facts, but this Eisenhower speech seems to be a bit too insignificant by itself to use the official Treyarch Twitter and Facebook just to point out that it's the 53rd anniversary of some random speech. And there's frankly a lot of other events that are more important. It seems very specific that they mentioned this speech in particular. And as for things inside Eisenhower's actual speech, you might be wondering whether there was anything that he said that might hint towards the next COD game, and there wasn't all that much. The only relevant thing that he did mention was something about a military industrial complex, which is something to do with like an armed force and a military after war, which is again is a slightly hint towards something that might have happened after World War II, because it's talking about how like a country reacts after a war. So maybe that does hint to a game that will take place just after the event of Call of Duty 5 World at War. But there isn't too much in that speech. It's very political and kind of boring, so I won't bore you with that information. But I think if it was someone like David Vonderhaar who kind of found this stuff interesting, or someone at Treyarch who just wanted to share this, I think they'd probably tweet about it on their own Twitter accounts. It seems very kind of suspicious that they use the official Treyarch social media accounts to say something like this, and to me it seems like they are hinting at something like the setting, which looks to be in the 1950s and 60s, which is conveniently right in between the World at War game and Black Ops 1 game. But maybe I'm just overthinking things too much. I guess we'll have to find out. But speaking of the next game, there are rumours of Sledgehammer actually recruiting a lot of Call of Duty based developers, and the rumour is that they might actually be developing the next COD game of 2014, making it 3 companies and giving Treyarch and Infinity Ward an extra year to actually make their games and polish them. And Sledgehammer, you might remember, they helped to make the Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, so they have some experience in this kind of area. And I do remember someone at Infinity Ward saying that they had the choice this year to either make Modern Warfare 4 or Call of Duty Ghosts, and they decided to drop Modern Warfare 4 for Ghosts. So perhaps Sledgehammer will be picking up Modern Warfare 4 or making a brand new series of their own. And then if this is true, Treyarch will be releasing a game the year after that in 2015. But I'll have to wait to find out when teasers and reveals in the next Call of Duty game comes out, and of course when they do, I'll be covering them in full detail on my channel with all the news and info you need to know. So make sure you subscribe for my future videos and make sure you don't miss them. Like this video if you found it interesting and informational, and I'll see you guys later. Jump.